Well, hello folks. So we're finally getting around to part 2. This is going to be in multiple parts. We're going to show off shelter and cordage first and how I would set up my rain poncho in this particular situation. You guys saw part 1. The only thing I really switched out with my backpack is the container I have. I put my nesting cup for my stainless steel bottle instead of my coffee pot that I normally use. I'm not going to cook nothing. I've already eaten, so I'm not hungry. And plus, it's hot. We're talking like it feels like it's over 100 degrees. It's 90 something outside. That feels like 102. We're in Florida, so it's humid. Not too bad in shade, but still. So this is going to be part 2. We're doing shelter. This is my stainless steel water bottle. So the first seed we're going to deal with is actually cordage, because I need to hang this backpack up. I don't want to be bending down and whatnot, so I got to turn my phone around and I'll get with you guys. Alright, everybody should have 6 feet worth of cordage in their backpack. Or in my case, the pocket. I'm sorry, I said backpack, I meant pocket. But anyhow, so all we're going to do is uncoil it here. Out of here. Note that little knot that ties right there when you do that. And I'm going to actually put this above my head. Because I'll keep wanting to say backpack. This haversack doesn't have a grab handle. I could tie the strap, but honestly I don't want to. With my luck, it'd tighten up and it'd be all day out here trying to get it undone. All I'm going to do, put it up here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this through. Make sure you guys can see this. And I'm going to make sure it's tied up against the tree here. There we go. I'm going to put it about right here. Now, hopefully you guys can see this with my fingers being in the way. All I'm going to do is make a loop. We're taking a bite actually. Like this. You go up with it and you're crossed over this part of the paracord. My hands are completely in the way. You're crossing over here. Then you're bringing it up. Like so. And see how I got my finger? We're going to stick a stick to there. I kind of grabbed the fat stick, but that's alright. It'll work. Something else that'd probably help, and I do it every now and then, is kind of work on your stick. That way it's not so rough. That way you can just pull it out and that loop will come undone. Watch this. I'm going to have to place it a little bit because I have bark on here. If I remove the bark, it won't be so difficult. And that's how that's done. Like this. Like that. And hopefully my fingers aren't in the way. It's kind of hard to do. And there we go. Take my haversack off. Like I said before, I think everybody should have some form of a kit. Not everything has to be primitive. So I'm going to take this off here. I'm just going to set it on the ground with my stainless steel. Get it out of the way. Now I want you to notice what I have on me. I got my belt knife, so there's a cutting tool. Got another cutting tool in my pocket, my SAK. I have this foraging pouch. It's folded like this because it's got stuff in it. I just haven't used it yet. We'll try to get around to using it for fire. All I'm going to do is lift up and get in this lid. I'm looking for cover. That's going to be my second seed. Go with that cover. Like I said in the part 1 of this video, I have tent stakes. And we got, and I'm dropping it, more cordage. So I'm going to have to reposition my phone and we're going to set this up. Actually, first thing I'm going to do, we're going to unbutton this thing. You've got to tie the hood. When you're carrying a poncho, I don't care what kind of poncho it is. In this case, this is a cheap one. Gotta be gentle with that. I just can't be ripping the buttons. Otherwise, we'll destroy the whole thing. But I will tell you, for a cheap poncho, this thing has kept me dry. I've used it for shelter. I've worn it. Been in the rain with it for shelter and been in the rain with it wearing it. It has kept me dry. I'll tell you the brand name here in a minute. I gotta look. I probably should have done that from back, but I gotta find it. Arterius is the brand name. They also make tarps. I think their tarps are a little bit better than the rain poncho, you want to ask me. But if you're gentle with it, it should be alright. So the first thing I'm going to do, let's do that with the hood. We're going to do this. Then we're going to take it. Let me give it some twist. Like that. I'm going to fold it over. Like that. We're going to take it and we're going to begin to wrap this. About 2 or 3 times. I want to make sure I got plenty of tail though, because that's going to be part of how I set this up. So there's twice. I'm going to go ahead and go a 3rd time. Take my thumb, just like that. Wrap again. That should be enough tail. If not, we'll undo this and do it again. We're going to do a wrap. Make sure you get all the way through. There we go. And that's how I tie that off. When I go to set this up, I'm going to make sure this part's down. Like that. That way when it rains, everything just comes off. If you set it up like this, there's a possibility it go, well, under there like that and get in. So let me reposition my phone here and we'll get to the part where I'm going to set this up. Alright. So all we're going to do is I'm going to probably keep it right about here, a little bit above my knee, because the way I set things up. I'm after a lean-to configuration. That's actually my favorite thing to do with the rain poncho. I'm really not that crazy about A-frames with the rain ponchos. They touch me and it starts to sweat on you and it's just no good. At least with the lean-to part, the way I set it up, I can stay dry. The only way I would actually set it up for an A-frame, it has to be major weather. It's kind of a small space. This one, it's actually a whole bunch of space compared to the USGI one. Now I've seen. There's another poncho I had one time or another. There we go. All I'm doing is taking this like this. I'm going to make a pocket and move these pursic loops. Make that pocket, it's like that. Go ahead and stick my toggle in there. You guys have seen me do this before, so I'm not going to pull it out and show you. Being a quick release, you just take it, pull it out, and everything drops. I got to reposition my phone here. And as you notice, the way I got that rolled up, it coiled, it's staying like that. But I'll be able to do is take the rest of it and go to that tree, which is where we're headed. Alright, here we go. As you can see, I'm walking with it. It's still staying coiled up. I wouldn't go shaking it because it will come uncoiled. Keeping it about right there. So you guys can see that. I'm going to bring you down just a little bit further here. There we go. See, this is what it's like when I hitchhike. Because I'll get off the highway, and sometimes you get a lot of traffic noises. And if you're wondering, not this coming Monday, but next Monday, I'm probably leaving finally. I got everything I need, finally. I did accumulate some stuff, but I plan on coming back, so some of them I'm going to store. I saw someone throwing away a plastic container. Now, I'll be quite honest with you, that is probably good enough right there. I'll go ahead and uncoil this the rest of the way. Now we'll take it like that. Just like before, I've shown this before. Put it on your fingers, put it down. There you go. Now, I'm going to take a bite. I'm not going to stick all my line through this loop. I'm going to have to raise you up. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and redo that, Beansweed. I don't think I got it the first time. I'm going to raise this up a little bit more. Keep in mind, the higher this is, the less room you're going to have in there. The lower it is, the more room you're going to have. And plus, depending on the weather. Right now, I'm not worried about how high or how low I am really with the lean-to. It's just hot out here. If I had to stay out here, which we are not. Alright, what about that level? Take it again. I flip my hand over like this. Take it, lay it on there, move my fingers and pull that way. Never pull towards that tree, so this won't work. Now we're going to take a bite. I'm just going to fit through there. I'm not even going to bother putting all the way, line the way through. And then I'm going to do it again so it'll lock in on itself. And that's it here. There we go. And just pull this way. There we go. Make that a little bit tighter. There we go. And I'm not going to go ahead and put a security hitch in it. When I get to the end of this, because I find that when I coil this like I do, I get a knot at the end of it. It's just how it is, and it is what it is. It's going. It gets twisted up, and it didn't have knots, just twisted up. So I'm going to go ahead, put my knife back there. And I'm just going to put a slippery 1/2 inch. That's just for extra security. Don't have to really do that, but sometimes you do depending on your cordage. This ain't the cheap stuff, so I'm not really having no problems with sliding, but if I do, if this side's come undone, this will hold it. So I'm going to take this so I can have this line on my way. You can leave it laying there. I've been guilty of that. I've also stumbled on it. And also I did the trucker's hitch a few times. Just take it. Listen up on me here. There we go. There we go. Of course, sometimes it does that, just twist on it, so. I'm going to put it right here. I'm not fitting this loop. I don't dare touch this one, that's what's holding everything together. Now this will loosen your slippery 1/2 inch a little bit when you do this, so make sure you retighten. And did just that. Get back up there. There we go. And everything's held together. So here's what we're going to do. I need to adjust this in such a way that I'm going to make use of that tree right there. And you'll see why here in a minute. So I'm going to start, put one of my proof sticks right here. I'm going to go ahead, and you can't really see this on the phone right at the moment. I'll show more off here in a minute. You guys have seen me do the proof sticks before. Moving like that. And sometimes you have to tighten them up to get it to stay, not all the time, just sometimes. And make sure everything's lined up like it's supposed to be. There we go. So what I'm trying to do is stay near that tree like that. Because I want the hood where that tree is. Take where a bug got on there. So once again, we want to make sure that I'm facing the way I want to be facing. Like I showed you with this. First I want to break this stick. It's going to be a toggle. That's going to be a toggle. Good, the edges aren't sharp, I always check that. Your best bet's really take the bark off. So once again, make sure I'm in the right spot here with this. There we go. Just covering that like I want it. Alright. I have to show you how I toggle it over there. I'm going to go ahead and toggle it right here. There we go. Go ahead and take it. I like to hold on to it a little bit. That way nothing comes loose over there. I've had that one happen. And apparently I'm going to have to move you guys. Actually, I need to move this over here. Now I got to readjust this. I'm trying to get my hood lined up with that tree. That's what I'm after. Almost. I have to lose that stick out of there. When you loosen everything up, the stick's kind of dangling and they can fall out. I'm going to go ahead and adjust you guys over this way so you can see what I'm doing with this toggle. You guys have seen this before, but we'll show it again. Leave my hoods in the right spot there. There's my first loop. Through there like that. Get your toggle through there and tighten it up. And now to make sure my hood's where I want it. If it is not, I gotta readjust. I'll get back with you. Alright, that's what it looks like before I tie the hood off to the tree. How do we do that? Let me get around this tree now. Is by taking this, more cordage, in this case I'm not going to worry about a toggle. I'm just going to do the running bolting. Put that through there, like so. That's why I want to pay tell with that cord that's on that poncho, rain poncho there. Let me drop it. Alright. Last time I did this I wasn't perfectly with the tree. I am now. And just tighten it up. And you see what happens? We're getting rid of that sag. All I'm going to do is come over here and do a trigger hitch. Make sure I tighten it up a little bit. There is going to be airflow to the back of this. It's hot outside, so it really doesn't matter. Hopefully, if you're here in the woods, you don't get stuck out here, because now you're sleeping on the ground. You're going up pine needles, so let me tell you something. I'm wearing bug spray. And the bugs on the floor of the ground ain't no fun, even with bug spray. So if you're going camping and be camping in Florida's woods, I recommend a hammock. I have one, and I'm going to this state. I plan on using it. Trigger hitch again. pull that through like that. And again, I'll do the locking trucker's hitch. In this case, I wasn't worried about grabbing and biting this thing through because there's not a towel here to even worry about it. There we go. And I'm not worried about how the ridge line is far apart from the rain poncho here. The only thing I'm worried about is this functional. Will it keep me dry? It will. I'll go ahead and make that slippery half hitch. There we go. And there we go. That's how you would set this up. And then far underneath it. Alright. This is going to be fun. When the bug spray and sweat, I'm about to get dirty. What you want to do is find pine. I got all kinds of pine needles around me. Find some pine needles and make sure you make yourself a soft, comfortable spot with it. We're in the sand, so that also kind of keep the sand off you, but you definitely want something under there with you, like pine needle, instead of this. There's already pine needle underneath there. You should move sticks, but we're just demonstrating. And I'm looking where I'm laying. It's been a while since I've been out here, really. Make sure there's no ants. I should have checked that before the shelter. That's something you look for, is creepy crawlies. But look at this. It ain't touching me. So we're doing good. I'm get back there if I had to. And to be quite honest with you, the ground's kind of going that way a little bit. I can feel it. I see. Got a bug on me. But anyways, I would definitely put my head that way. But this works. There's nothing going to come through this hood at all. We're good. Guys, I will get back with you with another part to this, where we'll show off more of the gear that's in that haversack. And I will see you guys on the next one. You guys know what to do. I'm sweating. I'll get out. I think we're about to use another, see if I can get to it. We can. Whew. Keep some cloth with you. I got an extra one in my haversack. This one's meant to wipe my nose, face, and sweat off me. Smells like bug spray a little bit. But anyways, you guys know what to do. You hit the thumbs up. Go ahead and hit the all notification bell. That way we can stay notified. Now, of course, subscribe to me first, then hit the all notification bell so we can stay notified. Do leave me a comment. I do appreciate to enjoy the comments. Another thing we can do is share the video out. You guys enjoy your weekend, and hopefully everyone had a safe 4th of July, and you all still got all your fingers from it. It could have been your last week on fingers, and I wouldn't know anything about it unless you contact me. Hey, Scott, yeah, we're missing fingers here. But anyways, don't do that. I'm just joking. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you on the next one. And happy Independence Day. I know it's 5th, but still, it's the weekend.